Hey guys, Josh Garner back with another tutorial here. This time we are playing with our wonderful soundboard for C4 Kids. Now as you can see right now, there are a lot of red buttons, some unmuted, maybe not buttons there, some more red. What does this mean, Josh? Well, these are the mute buttons. So when you're not using those, I normally mute them just in case anything gets through, just to keep it muted and keep it simple and organized. So on Sundays, you will normally be using maybe 1 or 2 mics. Those will usually be Vox 3 and HH, which stands for handheld. The other 2 will be muted just by pressing those buttons there and they light up. So really, sound is all about how it's not about technique, it's just about you need to hear it and making it sound good. So over here we have our main. I usually keep that at the little thing that says U, so that way you can just adjust those and you almost never have to touch the main. So up here you see a whole bunch of different dials, and I'll get into that in a minute. But for right now, we're going to go over our little iPod, which up here is a little dial that spins clockwise until it hits its max. And so this is going to be your volume from your computer that we're running. So if you have a video that is playing from the computer on ProPresenter, then that will go through the little dial here. So if you spin it clockwise, that's louder, and counterclockwise is a little bit less volume. So if we come back to our handheld or our HH, which also is the ear mic, and we press the little select button, that will pull up all of these different dials up here and change those digitally. So we see here that we have a low, mid, high, and high setting, and you may not be able to read that on there, but that's what it is. So we have a low, and low is right here. So if we turn that on, it now changes the low frequencies. Low frequencies are mostly such as bass and kind of lower, less amplitude waves, and high are high pitch frequencies. So if we turn these all on, they're all affecting the frequencies and can change those up. So if you want more bass, you turn the gain up, but not too much because they can drown out. And now the frequency, if you turn it up more, then it's up more the more bass, basically on both, basically on all of these. So high mid and low mid are usually your vocals. So over here we have our compressor. We usually don't use that. That's normally not a problem for us. Same with high pass and digital output and whatnot over there. All of this up here normally doesn't apply, except you'll see down here that HH is channel 15. So if we come up here and see 15 up there, we can see our gain. So our gain is how, like, the initial volume that it's being projected at. So if we have too much gain, it'll sound kind of like you're in a tin can. So we don't want too much. We just want to have the volume at about maybe -10 decibels or so, around there. And that's basically all you need to know about the soundboard. Some Sundays you will be wanting to monitor or listen to the sound just from a pair of headphones. And how you can do that is down in the lower right corner down here is a little input for a 1/4 of an inch jack that you can plug into your headphones, and then you can listen to those by messing around with this dial here with the phone's dial. And the monitor doesn't really apply, but you do need to make sure you have the main, or you can press solo. So if you want to listen to a single track, say you wanted to just listen to that one and not to, say, Vox 3, then you'd just be listening to that one, even if it's muted. So that is mostly all you need to know about the soundboard. So thanks guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.